Hey guys, thanks so much for joining today. Swole MD here, Dr. Greeny. It's Sunday. We're going to talk skincare. We're going to answer some good skincare questions. So I'm just going to get going here on TikTok as well. We're on Twitch, we're on YouTube. So feel free to join whatever's best for you. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. Looking forward to getting all your good questions. 318, thanks for joining. Christina, thanks for joining. Caesar, appreciate you joining. So if you guys got good questions, now's the time to ask. You took the time to get here. Hey there, what's up, Sandra? Shano, thank you guys for joining. Looking forward to taking questions on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Hey, Abdullah. So who's going to be the first person to answer or ask their question? Ready for anything. Maritus, hey. Is CeraVe products good for rosacea? Yeah, so they're really good. They're gentle. They're fragrance-free. That's a nice option for rosacea. Another brand you may want to look into is Vanicream. Hey there, Anna. Thanks for joining. All right, so we're filling up a little bit here. Make sure if you're you got some friends that want to ask some skincare questions, they're always welcome too. So share the link. That's always helpful. Share the stream with a friend. Deborah, hey, what's up? Gabe, what's up? So it sounds like it's looking good and sounding good on YouTube and Twitch too. Hey, Sugdeep, good to see you on YouTube. Thanks so much. Giving the compliment, a handsome doctor. Ooh. So reducing pores, okay. Hey there, John. And then Sweet Pea and Veronica, what's up? So Sweet Pea says reducing pores. So tough thing to treat for sure. One of the things that you can do is use a good like keratolytic cleanser every day, like salicylic acid. That's a nice option for you. Inculus makes one. If you're sensitive, you can look at Vichy. So Vichy has a nice one that's a 0.5% one. So you can do that. And those can help. Adapalene also at bedtime may help reduce the appearance of pores. I don't like to overcomplicate skincare regimens, but some people will think that niacinamide also helps too. Nurse, thanks for joining, Gur. And then Camp MC says, hey, from Los Angeles. So it's great to have you from LA. And then there's a question coming through on YouTube, and it was from P. Kim. It said, what are your thoughts on Curology Dermatologica, that they have dermatologists on board? These... Dermaticia. So actually I'm not familiar with that. So are they legit? So I mean, I think for simple problems, you know, telemedicine and those kind of things has been growing a lot. And you know, it's one thing if you're actually speaking to a board certified dermatologist. I don't know how these companies actually vet them, if they have people that are outside the specialty dermatology, but it may be a good option, especially if it's taken some time to get into a dermatologist and it's going to be 4 to 6 months and you want to get started on something. That may be fine for you. I'm sure they're using probably a lot of the same things that we are, but they're not going to be able to provide you the different prescriptions to the extent that we can. So we use some things that are a little bit more rare. Some of them have side effects that have to be monitored closely, and I really doubt that those companies are doing that, although I haven't particularly used their services myself. But I think that's the one good thing about COVID. The one good thing about COVID is that it's kind of expanded telemedicine so much, and so people now have a lot more access to medical care easier. So I'm scrolling down a little bit here on sagging jawline. So a lot of that's going to be procedural. You may have to talk to a surgeon, you know, about those things. There are some skin tightening treatments that you can do, but you'd want to see a cosmetic dermatologist or a board certified plastic surgeon. So let's see. Azelaic says this Cetaphil doesn't help with anything and help your skin at all. So Cetaphil, some people hate it, but I personally think Cetaphil is a great option. It's gentle. I think it has parabens in it. Maybe that's why people tend to not like it so much. Vitamin C and niacinamide. Anna asks, there's an argument between using high concentration vitamin C because, for one, vitamin C is kind of like a wimpy molecule, meaning it kind of gets destroyed pretty easily and it can have chemical reactions with other things. So, like, for example, my sunscreen has niacinamide in it, but it's low concentration. It's just part of my sunscreen. And so it's probably not a good idea there's even strong, like, vitamin C powders and things like that. I just wouldn't mix them if they're high concentration. So there's that. So we got Deborah coming in from Spain. Hey, what's up? And then Emily says, is azelaic acid good for deep acne scars, or is it something else better? So there's definitely something else better. Azelaic acid is really good. It's safe in pregnancy. It's used for acne some. It's used for rosacea primarily. It can also help with hyperpigmentation, but it's probably not going to help you with your scarring. You're going to want something that's a little bit more active on the collagen side of things. So vitamin C serums, but particularly retinoids like adapalene. So adapalene, I do have a link to adapalene in my bio with a discount, so you can find a lot of my favorite skincare products in my bio link. But I would use adapalene every night at bedtime, and the key for this is, you want to start slow, only a pea-sized amount, 3 days a week, and then increase it to nightly as tolerated. You certainly can use a moisturizer with it too, and that'd be your best bet. And remember, seeing a dermatologist in person is going to provide you the most options for a lot of procedural options like peels and microneedling and lasers and those things. Delicious coffee. Thank you, babe. Retinoid Brand. So Kat, if I was you, I would just go with the La Roche-Posay adapalene, or you could use different adapalene, but tretinoin causing hair to break or fall out. I haven't heard that about topical tretinoin. Sometimes in rare cases we even use it actually to help with hair loss, but I will say that oral retinoids certainly can make hair fall out. So the questions are really coming in fast today, so I already am 100 behind. So we're going to skip to the bottom. We talked about sagging jawline. We saw this. Okay, well, let's see here. Here we go. Succinic acid good for hormonal breakouts. It can help with hormonal breakouts, but I think your typical acne care will help the most, and then you may have to get more help from your dermatologist. So I would do that. I would go see your dermatologist. Hormonal acne can be tough. And then we got Jen saying she loves Curology and loves it. It's made a huge difference. I'm happy to hear that. And it's always nice to hear back from people and see what their experiences were with it. With all the products I talk about, I love. P Breezy, thanks so much. Should I apply tretinoin on top of vitamin C serum or hyaluronic acid serum? So you certainly, this is from Camp MC, so you can certainly use tretinoin with your hyaluronic acid. I would apply the hyaluronic acid first just after cleansing, and then I would actually apply your tretinoin. I like using vitamin C serums in the morning, so they never really go along with my tretinoin. Can dehydrated skin use a daily cleanser with sal acid? You can. It depends though. Do you need it? Are you having problems with texture acne? If that's the case, then maybe you do want to use it. You just want to make sure you're moisturizing after. And then different in place of retinol for large pores, Melody Sutton asked. So I would definitely use different. It's stronger, it's better than typical retinol. The only thing is, can you handle it if it's going to be too drying to you? Beginning Botox, well, definitely in your 30s, I would say, but some people even benefit from it in their late 20s. But in the 30s, sometime when you're starting to get a very, just a little bit of etched in lines on your forehead or your crow's feet or your glabella. Actually just got touched up. Mine's just kicking in now. So I have really bad forehead lines, and Botox does wonders for me on that. Best hand cream for wrinkles. So the good news is that your hands can be treated exactly the same as your face, essentially. And hands definitely show off aging just like our face and neck does. So when you do your anti-aging treatments, you should definitely try to do do that skincare on your neck and on your hands as well. So you can still use your vitamin C's, you can still use your retinoids, and a good moisturizer. And thank you so much for sharing, Jolson. Feel free to share, everybody. That's one of the best ways that you can help. If you got anything out of this channel, feel free to share with a friend and maybe to help them. If you prefer to watch on YouTube or Twitch, I'm also over there with high definition video and better audio. So what's a good niacinamide other than the ordinary? So I think Paula's Choice makes one. I haven't personally used it. And I think that Inky List makes one, but I have that one here, but I haven't really used it regularly. My son's 17, breaking out with psoriasis real bad on his neck. What are the over-the-counter remedies? Well, you're a little bit limited over the counter. You can find some topical tar things like Neutrogena T gel and these kind of things and tar can help with psoriasis and the kind of hyperproliferative effects of psoriasis. Anna, thanks so much for the gift. You can put that on, and that can help with that. Otherwise, moisturizing, but really with psoriasis, if it's bad, you're going to need to see a dermatologist and get the best treatment. It's an exciting time in psoriasis. We still don't have a cure for it, but it is worth seeing a dermatologist because there's treatments now that can essentially clear your skin totally while you're on them. So that would be a good option for you. And Lillian says hello. Lillian Milo, hey, what's up? And thank you all for joining. Grace Meow. Recommendations for face dark spots. For one, I'll tell you, I got a real good YouTube video on hyperpigmentation and dark spots, and I think that would be a good place to start. The biggest thing with dark spots is the number one thing is you have to use a great sunscreen every single day. It doesn't matter what treatments you do. If you're not using sunscreen, you'll never improve them. So a lot of it also involves time, so allowing time to fade them. This is sometimes spilled out melanin and stuff in our skin from inflammation or potentially things like melasma where maybe you picked it up during pregnancy or on birth control, and you got to use sunscreen every day. I recommend using a mineral-based sunscreen that is tinted, like Ulta-MD UV Clear tinted, and then you can use a variety of topical over-the-counter medicines like azelaic acid or vitamin C or kojic acid and these things, tranexamic acid. So there's a lot of different options for it. You don't have to use all of them, but you can sometimes find actual combined products like this Faded, and Faded actually has 5 active ingredients in it for fighting hyperpigmentation. So all the ones I pretty much named, it's about $30. It doesn't smell the best, but it's got awesome ingredients in it, and it's certainly worth checking out. So that's a good place to start. Vitamin C, do I recommend? I'm currently using, actually I'm not using I'm not using vitamin C right now because I'm trialing for a month It Cosmetics line. I'm doing the whole line for a month, and I'm gonna give you the review of that. But vitamin C that I was using before was Obagi 15% professional vitamin C, and I really like it. It's a little expensive, but it's good. I don't ever double cleanse personally, and I wear mineral sunscreen every single day. And then let's see. Any way to get rid of small back cysts without surgical procedures? So there's no topical treatments that can be used for cysts. You actually do have to have procedural things done to remove the sac. I explain it to patients like basically a cyst is like your skin's turned inside out. It's making skin cells into the inside of it, and that's why it fills up, and sometimes they can rupture and get inflamed and irritated. So that you usually do have to have those removed. If they're not bothering you, you can keep them. And then Ashko asked, not a skincare question, but what made you decide to do a TikTok? So this was I started my TikTok right at the beginning of quarantine. So as a medical person, a dermatology resident, super busy, and I had a decent amount extra time on my hands. And so I get bored pretty easily, and I made the very first skincare video, and it was like a 3-step skincare video on how to take care of your skin, and I found that people really were into it, and I was like, wow, there's a huge need on TikTok. So I'd always been on social media for years and years one of my other passions is fitness. That's where the name Swole MD came from. But so I had worked for a long time on a channel called Iron Snack. It's still on Instagram, but hasn't been active lately. We also have a website, ironsnackfitness.com, and we do meal plans and training schedules for people and things like that, and we're still happy to do that for people. But so I was into social media, decided I would put my education, my 12 years of education, to use to kind of help some people, and so that is how the TikTok was born. I love Obagi. So Ba Hong asked, what about Obagi? I love it. I'm trying to see if there's anything else on YouTube here real quick. So Rogaine foam can be used the next day without washing hair. So Sugdeep, yeah, you can use Rogaine without washing your hair, but I will say if you're using the solution, sometimes you can get a little bit of flakiness, a little bit of buildup. So it's a good idea to wash your hair in between uses. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down just a touch here. Is succinic acid good for hormonal breakouts? We talked about that. What will help back acne scars go away? So part of it is time. If you're able to apply a retinoid, that may help. Talking about procedural things with your dermatologist can also help with those back acne scars. If you guys don't follow me, I'm also on Instagram, I'm on Twitch, and I'm also on YouTube. So you can hit me up on any of those. On YouTube, I do longer videos every that are 3 or 5 minutes or so. So you can pop over there. I've got videos on acne. I got videos on dark spots, all of that. I've got a new video. I was posting every Monday, but now I'm going to start posting every Thursday evening. So new videos every single week. So we got Katrina, 59, full hysterectomy. I get hard cyst bumps, same time my period would be. What can I do for them? So same time your period would be. So you're not having periods, I assume, with the full hysterectomy. So that's kind of interesting that you're still having cycles with it. I don't know the rationale. That's one I definitely talk to your dermatologist in person about. If you're having acne and it's still bugging you, and you've tried a bunch of different treatments for it, you should ask your dermatologist if Accutane's right for you. That could be one thing. You're 59. That can be something that can cure acne permanently. So I think that'd be a good idea. So let's see. Hey brother, what's up? User 505. Panoxyl help with back knee? Daniel asked. So it will help. That's one of my favorite actual acne washes for back acne. It's a 10% benzoyl peroxide cleanser. It has keratolytic effect, meaning it kind of gets rid of extra skin cells, and a comedolinic effect where it kind of opens up pimples and that. So that can definitely help, and it also kills acne bacteria. So I think that's a great idea. Is it true that crying causes your eyelashes to grow? So Maham, so I don't think so. I don't believe so. But there is a prescription treatment called Latisse that definitely can make your eyelashes grow. I'm also about 4 weeks into treatment with Babelash. I've been using their conditioner and their eyelash serum now for about 4 weeks. They say about 4 to 6 weeks to see results. I took some before pictures. I'm waiting to see how it all shakes out, but I know there's been a few people on here before that mentioned Babelash, and they really liked it. So I can't vouch for it just yet, but we'll see. Dry acne eczema skin on the face. So you're just going to have to up your moisturizer twice a day, and you're going to have to use some active acne regimen like benzoyl peroxides like CeraVe 4% benzoyl peroxide as a wash in the morning. Use your hydrating gentle cleanser by CeraVe, and then at bedtime use adapalene. Let's see. I'm going to go down to the bottom here. So where's everybody coming in from today? Best exfoliator for acne, so someone. So this is Islamic page. So best exfoliator for rosacea prone skin. I wouldn't be doing any type of exfoliation with rosacea. Your skin's very sensitive. It's going to be prone to flares. I wouldn't do that. Best skincare routine for mature skin. So if you go to my link in my TikTok and just click on my Amazon store and go to like it's basically like basic skincare routine, that's an awesome place to start. I've also got videos on this, but basically you're going to be doing a great sunscreen, vitamin C serum, and then a retinoid at bedtime and a moisturizer. So that'd be a great thing to do. Ice pick acne scars, you want to see a dermatologist about, Tracy. They can do some certain things like TCA cross, which is a chemical type of thing where they basically put a little chemical in each of those ice pack scars, and it causes some scarring that kind of fuses it together and makes them smooth again. So that would be something I'd look into, and it's pretty affordable too. And then that goes the same for Grace. The same thing. Crater marks from picking acne as a teen. You know, seeing a dermatologist in person, getting some microneedling, some peels, those kind of things can help. I love Vichy products, Shema. So thanks for asking about Vichy. I got a ton of Vichy back here. I really like their, it's called Phytoderm, their salicylic acid cleanser for acne and maskne. It's a 0.5, it's very gentle. So I think that's a nice option. So thank you guys so much for joining. Appreciate you. Capo, FSD, MR. What do you suggest for irritated, dry, rosacea skin? Please suggest any serum. So I would say stop whatever skincare you're doing right now, FSD, and just switch all completely to Vanicream products, and then start using Elta MD UV Clear sunscreen every single morning, because definitely sunlight, heat, and things can definitely irritate your skin. There's a lot of other triggers for rosacea, but that's a great place to start. Just Vanicream, gentle. It's developed at the Mayo Clinic. It's made for people that are sensitive and have allergies and things like that. So I would do that and just the Elta MD. And then Katrina on YouTube says, hey, hope you're having a great day. Thanks so much, Katrina. I hope you're having a good one as well. Trying to see if there's any. It's so sad. I'm on so on TikTok or on Twitch, sorry, it looks like I probably missed some questions here. I'm trying to find the best way to watch the chat on Twitch. Trying to get this here. Get this pulled up. Thanks so much for the gift. Skin Medica, I do like that. Chemical peels are good for melasma. Suck Deep on YouTube ask. They're really good for melasma, but you have to have it done with an absolute professional. I would only see a board certified dermatologist, because you definitely can make your dark spots worse as well. So I would definitely do that. Are you able to see what the question is over there? So I'm trying to get to the Twitch questions here, because I realized I'd missed some. They're not really on my little window I have here. Is not pulling up well. Let's see. Rock Hill, South Carolina. We got Texas. We got Illinois. I'm originally from Illinois, Southern Illinois. And we got Virginia, Miami, Kansas City, New York, Dubai. Oh, no, sorry. Vichy products from Dubai. I mean, yeah. That's fine. I mean, I would expect they'd be the same. Jonesy's in Indiana, and T-Phase is in Missouri. So I'm in Indiana. I'm in Indianapolis, as you guys know. Irritated, dry, rosacea skin, and we talked about that. Upstate New York. So, see, KC Hart. Hi, doctor. Can I use a cleanser with 4% benzoyl peroxide and then use retinoids 30 minutes before bedtime? So no, you wouldn't want to use your benzoyl peroxide cleanser in the night. You'd use that in the morning, and then you could use a normal gentle cleanser at bedtime. And then I would recommend using your retinoid after that. This is literally killing me. Because sorry, all you guys in Twitch, I appreciate you. I'm trying to get to where I can see your guys' comments. Yeah, I thought so, but okay. Yeah, okay. I see part of this. Yep. Can I use BP and azelaic acid? So you can use those together. That's okay. We got California checking in, and I'm just gonna scroll back down to the bottom here. What other skincare questions do you guys got? Now I trust derm recommendation after get my actual result. So that's the key. You go do it, you get proven that it works, makes you feel a whole lot better for sure. Are Vichy vitamin C suitable for rosacea skin? Vitamin C can get pretty irritating, so I would be careful. You want to use something that's low concentration. The Vichy vitamin C ampules are, you know, I think they're 10% vitamin C, so you certainly could try it, but I would be careful. And then Jenny says, my skin is flawless, thank you. I will attribute to the good lighting and consistency with the regimen. So on this Thursday, I'm actually doing a video on YouTube, and it's going to be like the 5 biggest skincare mistakes. I think it's going to be a really helpful video for a lot of people, so you have to check that out. We got Chicago, California, Riverside, California, South Africa, Fox Lake near the Wisconsin border. Very good. I was up there for a wedding not too long ago. Asheville, North Carolina. Pigmentation and light eczema, anything for it. Well, you could do something like azelaic acid, but you're just gonna have to moisturize her a couple times a day. You also got London. Hey there. So my 13-year-old, this is Ano, 13-year-old ended up with a few eczema patches, neck, arm, thighs, best treatments. So my favorites, if you can tolerate it, are good ointments like Eucerin or Vaseline or Aquaphor. Those are definitely good after the shower. When you have good moisture on your skin, you can seal in the moisture with that. When you're using something like Vaseline, there's something we call transepidermal water loss. So it's like water loss through our skin. And when you apply Vaseline to your skin, it reduces water loss by 99%. So you want to seal in, you want to protect the skin, you want to contribute a barrier, and you're moisturizing underneath it and you're sealing it in. Now, if people don't like greasy or they feel like it's uncomfortable, then you can use good things like CeraVe, moisturizing cream or lotion. Those are nice options for you. Let's see. What sunscreen do I recommend for combo skin? Comes from Age Lady. So for combo skin and sunscreen, I go the same way. For oily skin, dry skin, anything, I say Ulta-MD UV Clear. It's the best sunscreen there is. I love it. The close second is Color Science. And Color Science sunscreen I really like too. Here's Color Science. It's SPF 50. It's mineral based. It's tinted. It's everything you ever wanted in a sunscreen. And we'll do it up there for YouTube and Twitch as well. It's super good. They're both about the same price. They both feel somewhat hydrating, and they're amazing. So check those out. Let's see. Thank you guys for all the great questions. You guys are really asking some good ones today. Let's see. So Boutique is in California. What's up? I hope that you are able to have your boutique open soon. I know you guys have been pretty locked down out there. Suggestions for acne scars. So good vitamin C, a good retinoid at bedtime like adapalene, and then you could even talk to a dermatologist about procedural things like microneedling and cosmetic lasers and things of that nature. Wrinkles around your lips, Ali asked. So I don't know if you're a smoker. Some smokers tend to get those smokers lines around the lips. So definitely stop smoking. That accelerates aging. Aside from, the actual mechanical puckering that causes wrinkling, it also causes breakdown of our collagen and elastin. So if you're a smoker, definitely stop that. Not saying that you are. And then you can do all the same things that we're talking about for other things. You want to use good skincare. So vitamin C serums. You want to use adapalene and a retinoid at bedtime. That's going to help protect the collagen and boost collagen production. So you want to do all of those things. And then you can also, that's an area around the lips where you can also get Botox done, and that could also help kind of fade those. Some people also do fillers in that area. So there's a lot of options for you, and by far the best bet is going to be seeing a dermatologist in person. PKM asks, is adapalene more efficacious than tretinoin for acne? It is not, but adapalene's a little bit more accessible for most people. So I would, that's why I mention it so much. A Curls View on YouTube says, happy Sunday to you. Can retinol irritate the skin? I get pimples by my chin and now it looks like burn marks. So retinoids can definitely irritate the skin. That's very common and it's pretty much expected to get some irritation. So what I would recommend is, you got to start really slow. And sometimes you even have to cut the retinoid or retinol with a moisturizer. So you basically can mix them together like half and half or so. Start only 3 nights a week and increase it to nightly as tolerated. Some people can only do it 4 nights a week. So that is normal. And then Curls View also hasn't used any chemical peels. A bit nervous to do so. I do use vitamin C serum. I'm not sure if it's retinol or vitamin C. So, the vitamin C, they both can be irritating, but I'd say out of the two, retinol is a lot higher risk for irritation, I'd say. So it's probably that. Dermatology is a good dupe for Ultim UV Clear and it's cheaper. So that's PChem's suggestion. I haven't used it. It's Dermatology spelled DRMTLGY. And they're saying it's a good dupe for UltiMD. I haven't tried it. I'll have to give it a shot. I can't really vouch for it. Is Aveeno Protect Plus Hydrate Sunscreen SPF 60 any good? I haven't personally used it. Aveeno does make good products. The SPF 60 means you're blocking like upwards of 99% of the sun. So certainly good SPF rating. So I think that's a nice option. McVeigh says, in DC, what drugstore eye cream and retinol do you recommend? I'd say, just to keep it simple and easy for you, just grab the CeraVe eye cream and their CeraVe retinol. I had that in a few recent videos. It's affordable and it'd be a good idea. And then Farah says, can you suggest serum dry rosacea irritated skin? So I would recommend trying, again, just using Vanicream products. So I think that would be the best place to start. So yeah, so many good questions today. Really appreciate you guys. If you guys haven't followed me on Instagram, I'm also on Instagram. I cross post there. I do YouTube videos every week, Thursdays at noon. I stream every weekend, Sundays at noon on Eastern time. So I hope that you guys can join me on those platforms too. On YouTube, I've got longer videos that are 3 to 5 minutes. I think they're real helpful for you. So, okay. So yeah, so happy to help. They say it sounds great. Thank you so much. You're the best, learning so much. Well, I'm so happy that you guys are learning, and I appreciate you guys tuning in today. Is Restylane safe? Yes, it's safe, but fillers are not without risk. You can get some like granulomas, which are like little inflammatory bumps under the skin with fillers. You can get an infection, of course, because you're breaking the skin. You can even, in rare cases, inject a vein with Restylane, and that can cause a lot of problems like necrosis or the skin dying and stuff. So you want to go to an expert. Don't try to go cheap and go to some place that doesn't have a dermatologist doing it. You need to see a dermatologist for fillers and have it done by an expert. Is mineral water spray okay after applying a retinoid? Well, usually retinoids irritate a little bit more on on wet skin. So I would recommend not doing those together. I like to do my mineral sprays in the morning or in the afternoon, but at nighttime, you could just use a good moisturizer rather than using the mineral water. Mineral water spray, after we talked about that. And then we got Anna crying over something somebody said. Iron Girl, so we'll see what that comment was. Products for melasma over 40 on brown skin. So UltiMD UV Clear or Color Science Sunscreen, tinted and mineral based, because you're going to protect yourself from sunlight that stimulates melanin and dark spots, and you're also going to protect against visible light, like from our screens and from our computers and from fluorescent lights in our offices. Do that. And then if you're looking for an all-in-one cream, I definitely would try this Faded. It has 5 different active ingredients that fight hyperpigmentation. It does not smell that good, but it has great active ingredients, so I would definitely give that a whirl. Let's see. My skin is always itchy when I apply Elica. It's gone for a while, but then when I stop, it's itchy again. Well, I just make sure that you are moisturizing good enough. I would be moisturizing at least twice a day. Another thing that can be real helpful for you is you could try Sarna lotion. And Sarna lotion has either menthol or a medicine called Promoxine in it. and Peroxide can help with itch. So you could try that. You can use it as many times you want as a day. And Allie doesn't smoke, and I'm so happy to hear that, Allie. So just stick to that good skincare and sun protection, and I think that'll help her. Is the Drunk Elephant Retinol good? So great question, Camper. I actually just got a package from Drunk Elephant. I did a story about it on my Instagram. I'm going to try it for a month, and I'm going to give you guys a report. I really say I do like the philosophy of Drunk Elephant. I was reading about it last night, some of the words from the founder, and I was reading about their ingredients and their approach to making products, and I think it's all really, really great. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. I mean, without a doubt, retinol is one of the best studied things that you can do for anti-aging. So I think it's really good. So yeah. So a Curl's View on YouTube asked about what's your advice on finding a great dermatologist. So for finding a great dermatologist, I'd recommend go to the American Academy of Dermatology website, and there's a dermatologist locator on there. You can go to the AAD website and just put in your zip code, and it's going to show you all the board certified dermatologists that are in your area. So I would recommend doing that. V2 says, seeing that pearly white smile just makes my day. I think you need to tell us about that, as well as Longwith Skin Solutions. So V2, so there's not a whole lot to tell. I feel like I got really lucky. I drink a lot of coffee, and yet my teeth are pretty white. And I only have used really like Crest white strips and stuff like that. So nothing, I will say that's another place not to go cheap on. The generic Equate white strips are horrible. They're thick and they do not feel good on your teeth, but I actually haven't used them really recently. But that's a great option. When to pluck facial hair before or after a chemical peel. So I wouldn't do it anywhere near around the time of a chemical peel. I would wait until your skin's fully healed, and then you can go back to your normal routine then. And then I'm not located in the New York Bronx. I'm actually in the Midwest in Indianapolis. So are all serums hyaluronic acid? This is on TikTok, and they're not. Hyaluronic acid is a very common type of serum, and many serums are mixed with hyaluronic acid. So you definitely can try those. They're good. They feel great because they're moisturized and are hydrating on the skin. Liqueur, thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate you. Sunspots can be, treated if they're benign with a laser. There are some lightening agents and also like glycolic peels and stuff like that, because sunspots can result in some thickened up skin, and some good peels and things like that, like alpha hydroxy acids like mandelic acid and lactic acid can help those. But I would see a dermatologist in person because you want to make sure that it's nothing to worry about. Thanks so much for the follow, Hannah. Appreciate it. How to lighten the lips from smoking. I don't know that I got a great solution for this, but I've been asked a lot of times, so I need to look at a good way to do that. So I'll do some more research in that, and make sure to ask it in the comments if you can, and I'll try to get back to you. Chickenpox scars can be treated like any other scars. If they're on the face and they're bothersome to you, you could see a dermatologist, and they potentially could do peels or microneedling and things like that. And a Curl's View, you're very welcome. Happy to help. And then let's see here. Let's see. Actor, thank you. You're welcome. Keel Magic Elixir work for hair loss. Well, I can't vouch for it. I haven't used it. I will say there's a whole lot of I know a whole lot of people, for one, that love Kiehl's. I don't really use any of their products. I just feel like there's things I can find that is probably cheaper and more effective. The Magic Elixir, I don't know how it works. I don't even know the ingredients of it, so I can't vouch to that. But I will say, if you're trying to regrow hair, minoxidil 5% solution, anybody can use the men's formula. It's cheaper, and you can use solution or foam, and you can use that twice a day. It's going to help with hair growth. It does take 3 or 4 months to see results. Denise, hey, what's up? Good to see you, Denise. So what do you recommend using tretinoin at bedtime? What do you recommend using with tretinoin at bedtime? So you can use hyaluronic acid before if you'd like. You can use niacinamide before if you'd like. And you can use a moisturizer. But that's pretty much all you need to do. I just wash with a gentle cleanser beforehand, like CeraVe cream to foam facial cleanser. And that's a nice option for you. You guys are asking the awesome questions today. We're getting into all the common topics. This is questions I'm sure everybody has, so thanks to the people that have asked questions, because some people maybe want to maybe they're too nervous to ask or something. So it's awesome you guys are asking these questions. I hope we're answering everyone. So V2 says they enjoy my reels on Instagram. The wee video is hilarious, which that was a pretty fun one to put together. It was good. So yeah, thanks so much. And I appreciate all you watching on Twitch as well. You guys are awesome. Thanks for tuning in. SkinCeuticals Vitamin C. Literally it's the best. Everyone loves it. Every dermatologist loves it. It's expensive, which is unfortunate, but it's really good. It's not prone to oxidation. I think it's a real nice option for you. And it's got I know they report on the website that like one application has some like lasting effects over 3 days. So that's kind of the cool thing about it too, is when you put that stuff on your skin, even if you want to be consistent, but even if you miss a day, you're still getting benefit from that, which is really nice. GK says, I want skin like you. So my goal here is to try to get everybody their best skin. So, and we get that through consistency, a good facial regimen, and just sticking to it. So I appreciate that. But we're here to get everybody their best skin. So you guys ask your questions and we'll see how we can help you. In the winter, I get eczema on my hands. What can I use that's not a steroid? I moisturize like crazy. Well, I would recommend you could do something like this here. This is the CeraVe Therapeutic Hand Cream. It has dimethicone in it, so it's really, really nice. It's really, really nice. It doesn't feel greasy on your skin, so this is a real nice option for you. You could do that, or at bedtime, you could be putting on like Vaseline, Eucerin, or Aquaphor, and you could do that, and then even put on white cotton gloves afterwards. So that'd be a nice option for you. Bare Minerals Phyto Retinol. So there's some plant-based things like bakuchiol that tout the anti-wrinkle effects like retinol. I cannot tell you for sure that they're actually better though. Definitely don't have as much research behind them, but it's nice to have some of those other options, especially for people that are pregnant and things like that. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate the share, Lord. Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys so much. It's crazy that there's so many people from all over the world that are in here today. That's like probably the most broad geographical spread that I've ever seen on one of the lives. So thank you guys. Bless you. Thank you guys so much for the shares. I have a question. What products are good at getting rid of acne scars? So this is Meow. So, vitamin C serums, adapalene. So vitamin C serums in the morning. If you want to use cheap and easy, The Ordinary makes some nice cheap vitamin C serums. And then at bedtime, you want to use a retinoid, which helps with collagen. It helps with skin texture, and that it basically thins the top layer of our skin, the stratum corneum, and it thickens up the dermis, which is a supportive layer of our skin. And so that's a nice way to get rid of acne scars. But you do need to also see a dermatologist and maybe get more procedural things like microneedling and peels and those things. Can you actually remove enlarged pores? So there's some type of pores, like for example called a dilated pore of Weiner, and those we can actually go through and we'll take what's called a punch biopsy. It's like a tiny little cookie cutter, about 1 millimeter or 2, and we can punch that pore out and put a stitch in and potentially microneedle or something over it to kind of blend and fade it. So we do that sometimes, but to actually get rid of pores, you cannot. You can help the appearance of them, but they're genetic and they're normal. So we can help the appearance, but everybody has them and they're normal. So I started with Coles-Comados, then they turned into acne. I have extremely dry skin. So the trouble with treating acne with dry skin is that most of the products that we use are actually pretty drying. So that's part of the issue with it. Now, you kind of have to use those products to get good results. You want to use things that are comedolytic, which open up comedones and whiteheads and blackheads. And then you want to use something to prevent it, like Tretinoin at bedtime or adapalene is what's available over the counter. You can get that from La Roche-Posay. I've got a real nice acne routine in the link in my bio. If you want to check it out, my Amazon store has like all of my favorite stuff. So you can find that there, and they're all pretty affordable. For the things that I mentioned, different options, I give a kind of a price range. I give a low price, a medium price, and a high price thing. So you can check those out. Let's see. Thank you guys all for joining. And Brenda, thanks for sharing the live. Is it safe to get laser hair removal while on a retinol? So if you're taking oral, so retinol, I assume you're just talking about topical. You know, if you're using the retinol in your face and you're getting your armpits, you know, hair removed, then it's no problem. You probably would stop it for your laser hair treatment if you're getting it on the, like on the, you know, on the lip or the chin. Let's see. Thank you guys so much. Is there an alternative to fillers? I am 30 years old and I have holy eyes. So you got like kind of the under eye bags or sunken eyes underneath. For that, you know, you're either going to get a filler. Some people can get laser done there, which can be helpful. There's, you know, like you can see dermatologists, they can sometimes do CO2 laser there, or using just a good eye cream. So one of my favorite eye creams is Neocutis. It's kind of expensive, but it's real nice eye cream. But sometimes fillers are really the option there. Janique says, we appreciate you. Well, thank you. I appreciate all of you. I really do. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you watching, and these lives have been really fun, and I'm looking forward to doing more of them on the weekends like this. Micro channeling treatment. So I actually am not familiar with that, Machi, so I have to look that up. Oh, Joe. Okay, Joe says, I inspired her to get a Jesner peel at the derm. Love it. Getting another one next month. Cool. Well, I'm glad. I mean, Jesner peel is a nice option. It's pretty gentle for people. It can be combined with other peels too if you're looking for a more aggressive result and more collagen remodeling and stuff. So I'm so happy it went well for you, and I'm glad you went and saw your derm and got that. That's awesome. And user, thanks so much for the follow. Suck. Ask how I'm doing. I'm doing real good. We're going on about 45 minutes alive here, so lots of good questions today. I appreciate you guys that are here. What do you do about loose skin on the neck as you age? So, you know, you can go hardcore, see a surgeon, you can get lifts and things like that. That's one option. Another option is just trying to treat your neck the best you can. You potentially can get treatments like microneedling and things like that in your neck, which cause some tightening. Now there's also treatments like called Pdo Threads, and Pdo Threads are basically the same thing that we use for absorbable stitches, but they are strands, and some of them are barbed, meaning you can put them in and it actually will pull the skin, and some of them are smooth, so you put them in there and they dissolve and cause some irritation and inflammation that results in new collagen formation and skin tightening. So you can look those up. The videos of it look a little scary, but that's a new option that more people are doing, so you can check that out. Last time I used minoxidil, I had shedding. I'm afraid now to use it as my hair is thinner. So yes, so shedding is normal with minoxidil when you're first starting it. That's totally normal. That is only temporary because basically it's kicking out resting hairs and it's putting in new actively growing hairs. So it's prolonging the growth phase of hairs. So the little shed in the beginning is normal. But if you use it for a year and you stop it, you're going to lose the benefit that you gained. You're not going to lose more hair than what you would have lost anyway. But that normal hair shedding is kind of spooky to people. Hala Designer, thanks for sharing the stream. What do you think about the Rodin and Fields regimens? So I'm sure they use a lot of the same active ingredients that you find in other products that I recommend. But I think was there like a mid-level marketing aspect to that, and I'm not a fan of that. Eye serums AM and PM for dark circles. So I would use the same eye serum morning and night. I have some of them linked in the link in my bio. The ordinary caffeine eye serum is like literally $7, and it's really good for puffiness. It can help with hyperpigmentation. But one of my favorite eye creams is Neocutis, and that's also linked in my bio. It's a little bit more expensive though, but they use some real elegant peptides and things like that, which is great. Should I how should I heal a scar from a transdermal implant? So that's a microdermal piercing next to the eye and cheekbone. So you can treat this like any other dark spot. Basically, you're going to want to use sunscreen every day. That scarred skin is kind of like fresh baby skin that's very sensitive. So you can do that. And then I would recommend you could be using some nice alpha hydroxy acids or something of that nature. You can use that to help kind of fade things and kind of help with the texture of it. And then adapalene at bedtime is going to be like your long-term option. But a lot of this is probably just going to take time. I do want to answer a few questions for the people that are on YouTube. So let's see. Sahara says, what are the best non-invasive procedures that help with the appearance of wrinkles, especially on the forehead? Lasers, facials, microneedling. So, you know, if you're considering lasers and microneedling, if you're considering those non-invasive, I totally agree. Those are both really good. To be honest with you, if you're okay with that, then honestly, Botox, if wrinkles are your biggest problem and the problem is the forehead, Botox is the best thing that you can do. So I would recommend Botox for that concern. And then I agree. Curl's video saying learning about ingredients can be overwhelming. I agree. I could actually I'm still studying and learning about a lot of the filler ingredients and some of the vehicles and stuff that are in other products. So it is definitely an undertaking for sure. So what can I do apart? How far apart can you do facial peels? Anna asked. So for that, you can do it usually every 4 to 6 weeks or so. Those are both, that's a nice good range for it. You definitely want your skin to be nice and healed to try that. So to do another peel, but it's good to have those pretty consistent. Peels are a nice option to be done basically like quarterly too. So like for me, I personally do a peel, like I'm really due for one. And I would probably do a TCA peel. That's something that can be very dangerous and should not be done at home. So I would personally do a TCA peel for that. So P-Kim says, how long do you use adapalene before thinking that it's not working for you? So adapalene, I promise you, is working for you. The biggest thing with retinoids are you're going to be 20 years down the road and you're going to look at the people around you that are your age and you're going to say, oh my God, thank God I started that when I did. It's not going to, you're not going to notice a difference overnight, and even in a period of months, you're not going to notice because it's preventative. It helps you age more gracefully. It helps support the collagen, helps thicken your skin, the dermis, the nice supportive layers of your skin. So it's a very long-term thing. So I know people that started using retinoids 20 years ago and they're like, dude, I'm so happy that my dermatologist told me to start this because and they've just consistently done it and they look amazing. Do I own my own Botox? Well, so sometimes some of the, I just basically get it through clinic. Yeah, I get it through clinic. So, how about the AHA and BHA peeling solution? Is it good for acne scars? So it's, it is good for acne scars. It's not going to be dramatic necessarily. Please tell me a cream, but it's certainly worth trying. So please tell me a cream in a serum for oily skin and also brown spots and open pores. So I would recommend, rather than a cream, I would recommend using salicylic acid cleanser in the morning. And you can do that. The 2% from Inky List is a good option for you. And then that probably is going to help with oil as well. It's going to cause some drying. It can cause some irritation. And then brown spots and open pores. So it's going to help with open pores. The brown spots, it is a BHA. It's a beta hydroxy acid. So it's mildly exfoliating. So if that darkness is from thickened skin, it's going to help with that too. You probably want to add a retinoid at bedtime too, like adapalene. That's going to help with the pores. It's going to help with the oil. And it's also going to lighten dark spots. I had Dysport now and I have hooded eyes. Is this typical? If you felt like your eyelids have changed, that is a side effect of neuromodulator like Dysport, Jeuveau, Botox, Xeomin. All of those things can cause it. I would go see your dermatologist that did it, or if you maybe had it done somewhere that wasn't a dermatologist, shame on you. You should Yeah, just kidding, of course, but you should have it done by a dermatologist. But see a dermatologist. Sometimes there's some drops that we can give people that will give them 1 millimeter or 2 of contraction in that eyelid, and you can use that temporarily. As the Botox starts to fade, your eyelids are going to go back to normal. But that's a great question, and that's a common concern for people. So Kathleen says she read you should rotate retinols or retinoids. For example, Tretinoin and Tazorac, that's Tazarotene or Retin-A. You actually don't need to rotate them. I will say Tazorac is a bit stronger. Most people cannot tolerate that. And then, for example, Tretinoin and Tazorac. So yeah, so you don't need to rotate them. Just find one you like and stick with it. Some people, it does make sense to maybe go up. So say you're using retinol over the counter for a while and you kind of get used to that and you're feeling fine. You could bump it up to adapalene, you know, and then you could use that for a while. And if you feel like you're doing good, you could bump it up to Tretinoin, you know, and you get that prescription. And if you're doing good on that, then you could bump it up to Tazorac. So you definitely can go up, but you don't necessarily need to rotate them. How long does filler last in the lips? It can last anywhere from like 9 to 18 months for people. There's a lot of different kinds. And so it definitely can, but it's worth it. I mean, you talk about a syringe of filler is maybe $700. If you think about all the money we spend on all of the other products that we do, you know, to get nice plumped up lips that you like and you love every single day, for that price, you know, $700-800, that's kind of nice to have that lasting result, you know, and you're not spending money on like a lip plumper or something like that. Let's see. Does Gusha work? Probably feels good. I don't know that it works necessarily. Thoughts on turmeric? Nice option for people. I've actually got a new product that I haven't tried yet. This is from Sweet Chef. Is a turmeric with vitamin C, and I want to try it. I know turmeric has a whole lot of health benefits, and I'm looking forward to trying this out. But I've got a lot of stuff to try out in queue, so it's going to take a little bit to get to it, I believe. Let's see. I have a question about products that are good for getting rid of acne scars. So we did that. Canada. Kimmy from Canada is checking in. What's up, Kimmy? Hi from Ireland. Would you recommend Vichy 89 eye serum? It's one of my most recommended eye serums. It's very gentle. Anybody can benefit from it. It won't irritate your skin. And Vichy is a great brand. It's affordable. I mean, it's everything in an eye cream, or eye serum. Let's see. How far apart can you do a facial peel? So we got into this, Gak, a little bit ago. 4 to 6 weeks would be good. So Lake Jackson, Texas. Nice. I love your coffee cup. Just wanted to join. Good morning. Well, Garcia, thanks so much. This is the cat cup. My girlfriend contributed it. So it's real. It's cute. Thank you. She also made the delicious coffee from Seattle Coffee. What's the place called? Seattle Coffee Co., right? Yeah. Seattle Coffee Co. Delicious coffee if you haven't had it. Blend? Is that what it's called? Blend, I think. Is like it's like a turquoise and yellow label. It's so good. What's best for under eye? So, you know, use a good eye cream every single day, morning and night. Like Neocutis, or if you want to go cheap, go the ordinary caffeine eye serum. Living Good Life Now, hyperpigmentation help. I would refer you to my YouTube video. I do like a 5-minute video on hyperpigmentation. That's a great place to start. So Stephanie says face masks, do they really work? Worth it? If yes, any recommendations? So I don't have any particular face masks that I'm like absolutely loyal to necessarily. I use them mostly, and people have laughed at this before, but like when I'm crispy. So if I feel like I'm getting super dry from my regimen, I'll do a face mask. It's not something I do every single day. They do work. I mean, a lot of them have the same ingredients that a lot of our other skin products do. I personally like face masks because they give you a second to just chill out, do your skincare, relax, take a moment for yourself. And so that's one of the best things about it. So I do like it. Just, I would say start with like a hyaluronic acid face mask. Neutrogena makes a few nice ones. They do have fragrance in it, so if you're sensitive to fragrance, maybe you don't want to do that. But so you know, but that's a nice option for you. So okay, let's see. So many good questions. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway on YouTube, just so you guys know. I just did one for hitting 200,000 on TikTok, but I'm thinking on doing one on YouTube, and I think I'm going to do it when I hit maybe 500 followers on YouTube. Right now, I think I'm at about 350. Maybe give away something like something from Medicube. So I have this kit from Medicube, for example. So I may end up doing that. Trying to think how to best to do it, but this has it's kind of a little bit messed up, but a variety of products in here. Thinking about giving that away on YouTube. I've got 2 boxes of it, so probably should share one with you guys. So if you guys aren't following, oh, there's Care Bear. She won the IG giveaway, so maybe you're back for another one. You're gonna win it again. So if you guys don't follow me on YouTube, follow me there. And I'm thinking what I'll do is, I'll say the video I drop on Thursday. If you drop a comment on that video, and when I hit 500 followers, then I'll do a giveaway. So I'll do a giveaway then, and I'll throw other stuff in. It won't just be the Medicube stuff. I'll throw a bunch of stuff in there for you guys. So if you guys aren't following me on YouTube, check it out, and then drop a comment on that video on Thursday. It'll go live Thursday evening. You can subscribe and click the bell to get notifications when the video goes live. So you could do that. Yeah, I think that'd be nice. That'd be a nice thing to do, because I haven't really done anything for the YouTube community yet. So that would be cool. You're welcome, guys. And is it exhausting? I definitely put some time into this. So thank you, Patricia. Psoriasis on the face, you got to see a dermatologist for that. But yeah, so let's see here. We'll go a little bit longer. Do CeraVe products contain parabens? I don't know that there are a paraben-free company, but parabens are not as bad as you would think. They're important for a lot of products, and there's really no studies to show that they're particularly harmful. So I wouldn't sweat parabens that much. I know other countries are a little bit more strict about them. Let's see. Psoriasis on the face. What routine with using retinoids? So again, you can use niacinamide at bedtime with retinoids. You can use moisturizer at bedtime with retinoids. I just wouldn't combine like active acids and things like that with retinoids. Skin tags around eyes and on the neck. So skin tags around the eyes and on the neck. So the best option for this is seeing a dermatologist in person and just paying a small cosmetic fee, get them snipped away safely. You can leave with them all gone, and you know you're safe, and you know they're gone pretty much for good. So I would do that. I wouldn't mess with any of the at-home treatments or anything, because that's can just be frustrating and expensive. So Marcus says, make sure you start with a low percentage, otherwise it actually ages your skin. I don't know if he's talking about tretinoin or adapalene or something of that nature. That's not really true. I will say, when you first start using a retinoid like adapalene, your skin is probably going to get a little dry, a little irritated, and it can actually make your skin look more wrinkly temporarily. But when it starts to thicken up that dermis and everything, so it's not actually aging your skin, but any dry skin always tends to look worse than good hydrated moisturized skin. It's not too late. So his queen asked about 40 plus, forehead wrinkles, or further aging. It's definitely not too late. This is a great time to start anti-aging routine. And I think a lot of those wrinkles would probably fade right away with some Botox in the forehead. Should I take breaks from using Differin, or is it okay to use it consistently? I would use it consistently. It's best used consistently. Is there a difference between the Tretinoin Cream versus the gel? The gel tends to be a little bit more drying. Sometimes those things have alcohols in it, but it does leave less residue. So for some people, that's better. If someone has oily skin, I like to use the gel, but almost always I prescribe the cream, and people tolerate that real well. How to help with broken skin barrier from retinol. So you want to use a great moisturizer like CeraVe, and just do that religiously. Back off any of the active stuff like benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, your retinoids, and just moisturize. Get your skin barrier back in check, and then you can go there. Back and chest acne, usually, this is from Muna. You got to use a good benzoyl peroxide cleanser like Panoxyl, but usually you do need prescription therapy, to be honest. So yeah. Elta MD sunscreen worth it? Absolutely, Pumpkin. It is probably the most worth it thing in skincare. There's no better thing than sunscreen, and a sunscreen you can apply every day without a white cast, without a greasy feeling. I have it on my skin right now, and I wear it every single day. I love it. Alpha H products I haven't used, unfortunately, Freckle. Can I take a month break from Accutane? So you got to talk to your dermatologist about that. Accutane is all about the cumulative dose of it. I would say stick to the plan that your dermatologist made, but you could talk to them about it. Pumpkin, you're welcome. Let's see. Can you use different benzoyl peroxide together? You absolutely can. And there are actually there's actually some combination products of these things that are actually prescription, but you can save yourself some money. IPL for dark spots, they're great, especially if you have really fair skin. Like we grade skin on Fitzpatrick scale based on how you tan and how you burn and stuff like that. So I would recommend IPL. Yeah, IPL is great for people with lighter skin. It can leave horrible scarring if you have dark skin. And so if you see a dermatologist, they can make an appropriate recommendation for you. If I got lip filler, what would I use? I would use Velour. So Velour is a nice one from Juvederm, and you could use that. What is Pond's bad option for moisturizer? If you like it, if it's oil-free and non-comedogenic, it's fine to use. Can we mix vitamin C and hyaluronic acid? You definitely can. So, yeah. So thank you guys all so much for watching today. It's been an awesome hour. We answered a whole lot of real good questions. I look forward to seeing you on next Sunday as well. Again, I'll do that. I'll do the giveaway on YouTube and send somebody something. So drop a comment on the new YouTube video that's coming out on Thursday evening, and I'll send somebody a nice kit for Medicube and some other skincare products. So I'll do that. I'm on Twitch, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram, so you can find me in any of those places. Drop comments. Those are better than DMs. Instagram DM totally backlogged. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get to everybody's questions on there. Comments I'm a lot better at. So drop a comment on any of the videos. I always appreciate if you guys share, if you guys subscribe and like any of the videos on YouTube. If you're interested in that, please click the subscribe, click the bell so you know when I drop new stuff. So really appreciate you guys, and thanks for watching. Awesome questions. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. So thanks so much. Bye-bye.